young woman crashed her car on a snowy road. A witness spoke to her. Police arrived 10 minutes later, and she was gone. No footprints, no body, no explanation. What happened in those 10 minutes is still one of America's most disturbing mysteries.
It was a cold winter night in New Hampshire, February 9th, 2004. Snow covered the roads, the trees, and the silence between small towns. Around 7:27 p.m., a car slid off Route 112 near the town of Haverhill and crashed into a snowbank. The car wasn't badly damaged, the airbags hadn't deployed, and the driver appeared to be alive. Her name was Maura Murray. She was 21 years old, a nursing student at the University of Massachusetts, Amherst. Minutes after the crash, a local bus driver stopped to help. He asked Maura if she wanted him to call the police. Maura said no. She insisted she had already called roadside assistance. The bus driver sensed something was wrong. Maura looked shaken, possibly intoxicated, but she wasn't injured. The bus driver drove away and called the police anyway. That decision would turn this moment into one of the most haunting, unsolved mysteries in America. Because when police arrived just 10 minutes later, Maura Murray was gone. Her car was still there. Her belongings were still inside, but Maura had vanished. There were no footprints in the snow leading away from the scene, no signs of a struggle, no blood, no witnesses who saw her leave, just an empty road and a young woman who disappeared in minutes. To understand why this case refuses to die, you have to understand who Maura was before that night. By all accounts, Maura was intelligent, athletic, and driven. She had attended West Point before transferring to UMass. But in the months before her disappearance, her life began to unravel. She was under intense academic pressure. She had recently been involved in multiple incidents that left her emotionally shaken. In one case, she was caught using someone else's credit card number. In another, she crashed her father's car after a night out. Friends later said Maura seemed overwhelmed, exhausted, like she was carrying something she couldn't explain. Just days before her disappearance, Maura sent emails to her professors and employer. The emails said there had been a family emergency. She would be gone for a week. But no family emergency ever existed. Maura withdrew nearly all the cash from her bank account. She packed her dorm room. She searched online for driving directions to Vermont and New Hampshire. She bought alcohol. Then she got into her car and drove north. No one knows exactly where Maura was going. There was no hotel reservation, no confirmed destination, just a general direction, away from everything. After the crash, police searched the immediate area. They expected to find Maura nearby. In deep snow, someone can't go far without leaving tracks, but there were none. Search dogs were brought in. They followed Maura's scent for a short distance down the road,
As if she had gotten into another vehicle. But no one reported picking her up. No nearby residents saw anything unusual, and the area was dark, cold, and remote. The official search expanded. Helicopters scanned the forest. Volunteers combed through miles of terrain. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Nothing. No body, no clothing, no trace of Maura Murray. That's when theories began to form. Some believe Maura ran into the woods to avoid police. If she was intoxicated, panic could explain her actions. But experienced searchers say survival in those conditions would have been nearly impossible. Temperatures were below freezing. Hypothermia would have set in quickly, and yet no remains were ever found. Others believe Maura accepted a ride from a passing driver, someone she trusted, or someone she didn't. If that happen, it opens the door to foul play. But again, no evidence, no witnesses, no suspects. Another theory suggests Maura planned to disappear, that she wanted a fresh start. But how does a 21-year-old vanish forever without money, identification, or digital footprints? No confirmed sightings have ever been verified, not in the US, not anywhere else. And then there are the stranger details, witness accounts that conflict, questions about the police timeline, a nearby house where some believe Maura may have gone but was never checked in time, audio recordings, lost evidence, mistakes that can never be undone. Maura's family has never stopped searching. Her father still believes someone knows what happened, someone saw something and stayed silent. Over the years, this case has become one of the most discussed missing person cases in American history. Podcasts, documentaries, online forums filled with theories, every possibility examined, every detail debated, and yet nothing has brought Maura home.
I think so. It was dark.
What makes this case so disturbing isn't just that she vanished, it's how fast it happened. 10 minutes, that's all it took. One moment she was standing beside her car, the next, erased. No explanation has ever fully made sense. No theory answers every question. And that's why this case still haunts people. Because if Maura Murray can disappear like this, on a quiet road, in the snow, with police minutes away, then it can happen to anyone. Somewhere out there, the truth exists. But until it's found, Maura Murray remains missing and never solved.